Welcome to episode number 744 of Hard Factor. It is Friday, August 6th, 2021. Thank you for cheating on the news with us. I'm Will. We got Mark, Pat, Wes, the whole crew here for this Friday. Dare I say, Florida Man Friday. I mean,
you can. I've got a couple Florida Man stories.
I got the Florida flag back behind me here. So,
well, why don't you just don't bury the lead? Why don't you tell them the good news about the free show?
What's that? Oh, that we're just we're you can listen to the full Florida Man Friday today. If you're interested in that kind of thing. Normally it's just patrons, but today it's for everybody. Florida Man Friday, a 6-pack of Florida Man stories, just a delicious 6-pack of stories.
That's on patreon.com/hardfactor. If you go there, you don't have to pay anything. You can just go to that patreon.com/hardfactor and watch this one specific week's episode. We'll leave it up for free for everyone. Just to give you a sample of what you're missing.
A little taste.
Basically. Yeah.
A little taste. Yeah. It's we're talking, there's a lot of drunk people in the Florida Man Friday. What else?
And the stories too.
Brilliant marketing strategy by us. I mean,
did you guys get into the Disney sex stuff? Or are we doing that on today's show? Or is that?
Nope, none of that. Nope.
Didn't do that's that fine.
Yeah.
It's kind of a weird story anyway.
No, okay. but there's the wheel of Wes. What's the wheel of?
It's the Wheel of Fugitives.
The Wheel of Fugitives. Yes,
that's the name of the show too.
And fishing for fugitives too.
Fishing for fugitives. That was great. You got it. You have to go to patreon.com/hardfactor to find out what that is.
Cruising for criminals.
Mm-hmm. On today's show, though, we're gonna talk some Olympics, some more Florida Man. Could you believe it? Fresh ones from even that from that podcast. Voicemails, 5-star reviews. Anything else, boys?
No, I don't think so. Got a lot of stuff to cover, I think.
Nice. Yeah, we do. All right. Well, I'm on voicemails and 5-star reviews today. So, Wes, take us away with the cup of coffee.
All right. Well, let's get into the cup of coffee.
Cup of coffee in the big time.
In the big time. All right. First up, daily observances. Okay. August 6th. We got National Fresh Breath Day. Very important.
Good one.
National Wiggle Your Toes Day. I guess just
for coma patients.
Yeah, for coma patients, paralyzed people that jump into swimming pools too shallow, all that good stuff. National Gossip Day, which is, who doesn't like some good gossip? National Root Beer Float Day. National Corporate Baby Name Day, and Hiroshima Day. More on that later.
Ooh. So what's corporate name?
I have no idea.
Corporate Name Day. What?
Corporate Baby Name Day. Not
corporate
sure.
Baby name. That's even stranger. Wait, what?
It's where you name your baby like Enron or some shit, or like PG&E.
Why is there a day for that?
Verizon. Why would you do that? This is my daughter, Verizon.
Verizon's kind of cool.
Yeah. Verizon would suck though.
Tough. Sprint would be a cooler name.
T-Mobile.
Yeah. Should be always cutting out on you. Like, where'd Verizon go?
No, Verizon will not cut out on you.
You feel me?
Sprint,
Verizon's got range though.
Yeah,
Verizon's true. A lot of coverage. She's a big girl. A lot of coverage. All right.
She'll throttle you though.
Yeah.
She's a cruel mistress.
Also, you're not going to believe this, but on this day, we'll get to the national on this day in history. You're not going to believe this, but Napoleon was actually born August 6, 1769.
I don't believe you.
No,
you're making fun of Will.
I'm making fun of Will. I'm just kidding. But
it's not Will's fault that Napoleon was the most prolific dude in doing history shit.
It's true. It's also
at like a 20-to-1 clip.
It's true. It's also that the Encyclopedia Britannica just loves Napoleon.
Yes.
They have a hard on for Napoleon.
Did you get the French version?
But
it's like just the regular one. They love him.
Okay.
You can find a date.
Love the guy.
Yeah, you can find a day for Napoleon. I did find one on this day, August 6th, back in 1806, during the Napoleonic Wars. The Holy Roman Empire was officially abolished. So here's the Holy Roman Empire flag.
Wow.
And it was done on this day, 1806.
That's a scary looking flag.
It's a cool flag. Huh?
Kind of Nazi-ish now, but then pre-Nazis.
But everybody does birds. It's like
the Nazis ruined birds, man.
This is like the double black eagle. Double-headed black eagle.
Yeah.
Looks like dragons.
It's pretty cool.
It's a Siamese eagle.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, sick band name and kid name.
Siamese eagle. Oh.
Yeah.
Maybe we should
Siamese
just
eagle.
start a band called the Siamese Eagle. Siamese
Not the,
Eagle.
no, just.
Right. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah,
No,
but
the.
if we
I
use
said it.
that
And
as
I knew it was wrong immediately.
if we use that as the logo, that's going to be problematic.
Four white guys with that logo? No. Yeah, not
That
happening.
logo is bad news.
Not a good look.
Are you sure? About
yeah.
that? Oh.
Mm,
Oh no.
The halos around the Black Eagles double heads, though.
yeah.
They don't know why it's racist or what we're racist towards, but it's not good.
Yeah, you,
That's just
you need
not a
Wes
good look.
to take a look at it to tell you, to really determine.
It's very
He's our
racist.
he's our symbologist. Yeah.
Very racist. Yeah. Don't want to fly that outside your house. All right. So let's get into some more on this day in history. And like I said, it is Hiroshima Day. That's because back on this day in 1945, the United States dropped an atomic bomb on Hiroshima, Japan, killing more than 70,000 people and destroyed pretty much the whole city. Yeah.
Turned it to 11. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. Atomic
Yeah.
bombs really send a message, huh? It just
Yeah.
obliterates everything.
There's really nowhere for higher to go than that. That's
It's
the-
fucking terrible, obviously, but I was thinking the other day, if we hadn't have done it, someone else would have done it, right?
Yeah, I mean,
Eventually,
all,
right?
all things considered, it was terrible, horrible. But that was the last nuclear weapon detonated in war, thank God.
Well, there was another one.
It's horrible. Pearl Harbor was
Yeah.
pretty
Japan?
bad too.
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
I mean, like right.
There was
right
two
after,
bombs.
right?
Nagasaki.
Yeah.
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 Was that the same day or was it?
No, it was like a week later.
Well,
something like
Pearl
that.
Harbor was fucked up too. I mean, World War II.
Or was
Tough
Nagasaki
times.
first? I can't remember.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. You know what was funny? I saw a tweet the other day. Somebody was like talking about how 2021 is like the worst time, or this century is the worst century ever. And somebody pointed out that last century there was already a world war this far into it that had killed like
Right.
20 million people. So, kind of
Point
Yeah,
being,
that was bad. The World
Yeah,
War
right.
were bad. Yeah.
right.
you want to fire up a super weapon in its infancy and then say, "Oop, got to put that away."
No, point being, like, historically perspective, like there's not that type of death toll happening right now.
Good news. We can do Nagasaki on Monday. It was 3 days later, August 9th.
There you go.
So
Okay. Cool.
Great
Awesome.
news.
Great news. All right, let's move on to some other a little bit more fun ones. Jon Stewart hosted his last episode of The Daily Show on this day in 2015.
Oh, sad.
wow.
Yeah, very
Everything,
sad day.
all news besides us, every other show has been horrible since then.
Yeah, thank God he's still not on because he's better than us. He's
back
good.
with a
for
new
sure. For
Yeah.
sure.
The problem
Nobody else, but
with
yeah.
Jon Stewart.
He's back.
Also-
What? Pat, he's back.
He's back. Yeah. He's the problem with Jon Stewart. It's back. He's,
Oh, don't tell people.
He has
that.
been making the rounds. He's real upset about the Wuhan lab, So
Well,
it's good. It's good he's making those
he's
rounds.
right.
Hey,
about
he's
that.
he's being
I mean,
hilarious, but he goes, look, if he goes, this the name of the lab is in the name, like the virus is in the name of the lab. He goes, look, if Hershey had a chocolate problem, where would you go looking? Maybe the fucking chocolate factory. I don't know.
Yeah, he nailed it.
Yeah.
On this day in 2012, the robotic vehicle, the Curiosity, also called Mars Science Laboratory, landed on Mars and began transmitting images back to us.
You know what? Mars is like Napoleon. There's like a bit
It
of
is.
history that's happened on every day with Mars and Mars research, just like Napoleon. Like they've got it covered, the whole calendar.
I get Mars. I get why Mars. Sorry, Pat. I get why Mars because like there's a push towards Mars, but I don't get why Napoleon still is a thing for all these Britannicas and stuff. Like,
Who knows?
He just did a lot. A lot of people don't know this about this rover. Its original name or its proposed name was the Give It a Try.
Well,
It's Curiosity.
see
See what I'm saying?
it's like an anal type.
Wow,
Just a little like, hey, open it up in the bedroom.
that
Yeah.
got it.
It's smaller rover was named. Give it,
It was
a
just
try.
proposed. It didn't roll. What's the next one, Wes?
I love when Will asks the questions about past jokes. On this day in 1965, U.S. President Lyndon B. Johnson signed the Voting Rights Act, which sought to overcome legal barriers at the state and local levels that prevented African Americans from exercising their right to vote. This legislation was weakened by several lawsuits after it was passed. So.
Well, that's a lot better than his one yesterday of escalating the Vietnam War.
Mhm.
Yeah, the voting rights was kicks ass. Yes,
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yep.
Vietnam War did not kick ass.
He got a
Right,
lot. He got a lot dropped in his plate.
Yeah, he was a busy guy.
Yeah.
He's always getting his pants
Did not
fixed.
Wait, so
expect
this was-
the job.
Wait a minute. He did the voting rights bill the same day he dropped the atomic bomb. Wait, is that?
Oh no.
Truman dropped the bomb.
Yeah.
Those were
This
different.
is
decades,
this is
man.
Oh, this is like, okay.
1965.
Okay. I'm sorry.
Yeah. You guys have
Friday,
heard
my
that him talking to the seamstress about getting the right pants, right? Where he needs to.
Oh, when he talks about his bung hole.
his balls, and he needs.
Yes.
Yeah.
I like
Is
the
that
way-
a real phone
What
call?
does he have?
Oh,
like
it's a real
uh,
phone call. Yeah.
Yeah,
Does he
bro.
have like massive nuts or something?
He's got
Yeah.
big nuts. Yeah.
Yeah.
Go the Texas at the Ransom Center. That was, Mark, you should go if it's open. It's awesome. The LBJ exhibit's on permanent display. It's amazing. But yeah, it's just he recorded everything. Apparently, all his phone calls, like kind of like Nixon did. And this is the shit as for a president. He would personally call this tailor because the guy nailed the pants, right? Like nailed the fit. So it's like, hello, with Mr. President's on the line for you, and then it's like LBJ being like, I really like the way you did that, where it fits around my bunghole.
Yeah.
It's like, don't we have better shit to worry about? No, that's priority number one.
Man, the man needed some fitting pants because he had some stuff going on
He's
downstairs.
ordering like 12 pairs of them at a time.
Yeah.
When you got
those 12
Yeah.
of those.
when you got a big set of nuts and a sensitive butthole, I mean, you're always
Yeah.
needing the right set of pants.
And Lady Bird was making him go to all these events and stuff too, so he had to have nice pants.
She was always on his ass about something.
Yeah.
Texas Heat.
She's a very philanthropic woman, right? She's,
Yeah, just golly, what is it now?
I don't have the right
pecking him all
pants.
day.
I don't have the right pants.
Yeah,
If I'm gonna be taking this abuse, I better have the right set of pants on.
exactly. I'm gonna be taking all this. I better be comfortable. On 1926, Gertrude Ederle, 19, she became the first woman to swim the English Channel, and she broke the men's record by 2 hours. So that was big.
That chapped some asses.
Yeah, absolutely. And then
50
1960.
men jumped in the water right away.
Absolutely.
50 men drowned that day.
They changed daylight savings time or something.
A woman broke the record.
Some of those guys couldn't even swim. They just knew they could beat it.
Watch this.
Yeah.
They hear. What did I tell you about
off.
Lion?
1962, Jamaica became an independent country after 300 years of British rule, which is cool. And then in I forget what year it is, but the Beatles released the album Help. That was a big day. So that's what happened on this day in history.
Nice.
Yeah, Beatles.
Very thorough.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Just copied and pasted. Let's get into the trending. We're doing a top 3 today. Number 3, a 14-year-old diver from China, Quan Hongchan, made Olympic history, winning the gold in the platform dive competition, smashing the previous Olympic record. Quan became the second youngest Chinese diver to win a gold medal after a younger 13-year-old took gold in the 1992 games. She smashed the record. Here's the final dive. She got just like perfect 10s. That was like the 4th dive she got like 10s in on that.
They never
She
give
just-
out 10s.
No, she smashed the record. It's probably
What
will
was
never
her
be
age?
broken. 14.
Whoa.
She looked like she was 6. My wife was watching. We were watching some Olympics, and it was the men's diving, and the Chinese guy well destroyed. He got like a bunch of 9.5s, no 10s. But she was like, a new weirdest part of the Olympics is the Chinese diver's pubes sticking out of his shorts.
Oh no!
Wait, what? That's really
He
a
had
thing?
He had like pubes coming out of the side of his.
Oh, shit. He needs to get manscaped. Yeah.
Yes, he does. I mean, he's a gold medalist, so maybe he can get some sponsorships.
They need to reach out to him then with a deal.
Yeah.
If it's the same guy, I watched the same thing, and he's like crying while he's got pubes coming out of his pants.
Yeah.
He's like under the shower, just pubes hanging out, crying because he won the
Straight
gold.
out.
Oh,
Yeah.
man. Why do they always shower after they dive? I don't get it. They immediately go to the shower. They're already wet.
Because of Greg Louganis. Boom. Oh, that was fucked up, right?
Oh, because of the
Remember
blood in the water.
Because he was.
Well, yeah, he hit his nose or whatever. And
Well, HIV joke.
yeah.
Okay.
No, I don't know. I don't know. Chlorine.
Which
In the
Olympics
ice?
was that? Or was that a qualifier event?
That
It was the
in
Olympics. It was the Olympics. Probably the chlorine, not the.
That'll be a this day in history.
Not the
someday.
homophobic joke. It's probably the chlorine.
Luganis will come back in this day in history eventually. He'll come
Blood
back
in the
around.
water, you know.
He'll come back around with a cup of coffee.
It's a ceremonial thing they do now. Oh, geez. All right. Number 2, trending. Number 2 is the river fire. So 1,000. Will, you've been affected by this one. Thousands of residents in both Placer and Nevada counties. What county are you in, Will? In Reno?
Well, that sounds like it's Nevada County, California.
Okay. Well, I know. Judging by this map, I'll get to it later. But
right around me, though, yeah, that's like it's in the Sierra.
Yeah, so 2,400 acres have been burned since Wednesday with no containment in sight, apparently just spreading out of control. So lots of parts of California, they have what's called a red flag warning. Reno's in that red flag warning. I'm not really sure what the fuck that means.
That's a really large area.
It's huge.
Yeah.
And like, so just to like put a perspective on it, Reno's actually been pretty clear the last few days. So it's all about which direction the wind is blowing.
Right.
And so like some days we may really get like if the wind turns right, we could get hammered by this thing because we're so close to it. But right now it's been okay.
Yeah. So I guess it's going to be they're worried about being one of the biggest fires. 2,400 people were under evacuation in Placer County, and there were 4,200 under evacuation in Nevada County. So just kind of get the fuck out of there, hope for the best. But that was trending.
I mean, wildfires is a huge fucking problem. I mean,
yeah,
they got to do something about it. From what I understand, like federal regulations changed a long time ago that make them harder to control in terms of how you manage the federal forest. And, people got to fucking figure it out.
Got to rake those forest floors.
It's like a protection for parks.
Yeah, like literally like leaving like shit that's just going to catch on fire everywhere. Maybe
because
maybe
it's
don't.
in a park, basically. Yeah.
Maybe don't.
That sucks.
Good luck to everyone dealing with that shit. And number 1, by far, biggest news in the world. I was trying not to do fucking soccer, but it just so happens today, Lionel Messi announced that he will not be returning to Barcelona after, quote, financial and structural obstacles made it impossible to renew his contract.
I thought he signed his contract. That is big news.
No, they thought he was going to sign it, but he's gone. That was number 1.
Where's he going?
They don't know.
They don't know yet.
Yeah. So it's
6 hours ago. What? Yeah. It's just whoa. 6 hours ago he was staying. An hour ago he's leaving. That's huge. Whoa.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's
so
huge news.
He was fully expected to sign. So this is a huge shock to Barcelona and the fans. This is the only club he's ever played for in Europe. So big news.
They said PSG's on the phone with him right now.
He'd be with Mbappe there, right?
Yeah, he would be. Wow, and Neymar. Ooh.
Yeah. So in a statement from the club, from Barcelona, quote, despite FC Barcelona and Lionel Messi having reached an agreement and the clear intention of both parties to sign a new contract today, this cannot happen because of financial and structural obstacles, the Spanish Liga regulations, which is basically the salary cap in the Euro League over there. As a result of this situation, Messi shall not be playing for FC Barcelona. He took a pay cut. Like everyone's bitching at him online to be like, why did you take a pay cut if you really wanted to stay? And he did. He was getting paid $43 million bucks. He cut it in half, 50%, to go down to 20 million euros. So he took a huge pay cut to make this work, but they were still at 110% of their income. So they just couldn't make it work, under the fair play rules that they have over there. So he's out.
I don't know how
he was also battling with the president last year. He wanted to leave in August last year.
That's crazy.
Good for him. He's been there forever, and he's won championships like left and right with them. You should go explore. But I don't know why PSG's on the phone with him, because I think they have fair play rules in the French league too. And when they got Mbappe, they broke them, and they were in trouble of not being able to compete for their championship because they went over their salary cap. So I don't know how they're going to be able to afford Mbappe, Neymar, and Messi. That doesn't make sense.
Is there a salary cap inside? I thought there was like.
I guess I'm not knowledgeable enough about it, but there's like there's like a luxury tax or a fair play rule.
It's a fair play rule. You can't have like
fair play. Yeah.
It can't be the Yankees over there.
Right.
Wow. Do you think that when Ronaldo left Real Madrid, like that made Messi be like, maybe I don't have to stay at Barcelona forever?
Yeah, I do think that every other soccer player that's ever. He's the only person that stayed on the same team. Like that's in the top 10 all time. Like everyone else traveled around, like the Pelés and the Maradonas. They played on multiple.
Yeah, now
teams.
Ronaldo's been on Man U, Real Madrid, and Juventus.
Right. So I think he good for him. Get the fuck out of there.
Yeah, he should join a big club though. That would be awesome.
Yeah.
I can't wait to see who he goes to.
Yeah, so that's the those are the trending topics. That's the cup of coffee big time.
Okay. All right, guys, I have a double Florida Man Friday for you because, today is Friday. So boom. But before I dive in, I want to reiterate today's full Florida Man Friday episode, per usual, was a fucking blast. It's all Florida Man stories, and we are always loose on those shows. I highly recommend going over to patreon.com/hard factor. That's patreon.com/hard factor and checking it out. We're making it free to everyone this week, so you can get a sample of what you're missing. And for only $5 a month, you can get all the Florida Man Fridays for the entire year that we've done and new episodes every Friday. Patreon helps us make sure we can continue to do Hard Factor, so it really helps us out. And really, the $5 a month for Florida Man is a no-brainer. I
mean, that's
think,
the best deal on the internet. Really.
It's insane.
Right.
And you get some Discord threads with that. But I do think sending the car tier is where it's at. You get access to all the Discord threads. You get all the Patreon shows, not just the Florida Mans. And you also get happy hour trivia nights. We have a badass community over there on Discord and Patreon. Just yesterday afternoon at 5 p.m., I was playing Mario Golf with Nolan, Otis, and Carlos, 3 active Hardo Hive members. And we were on a voice chat, just yucking it up, ripping some birdies, couple bogeys, maybe a triple bogey. I don't know. But anyways, it was awesome. And that's not an uncommon thing. Meeting up on voice chats and happy hours. I hear the Dutch Hammer may have a green hour in the Discord. I don't know. I haven't been invited to that yet.
Dutch Hammer has
awesome.
an exclusive chat. It's more of like a peace pipe circle, if you will. But
I'd like an invite to that. But yeah, I mean, a lot of the guys and gals are active in there, and they're teaming up on shit like meeting up, giving betting advice, stock advice, crypto advice, work advice, life advice. It's just a good thing. And you definitely get the sense of a strong group, not like a cult, kind of like a cult. So it's okay.
No,
but
it's
just
fun.
Trying.
Yeah, just kidding. Anyways,
it's a fun team.
It is.
Community.
It's awesome. But just do yourself a favor and go to patreon.com/harder factor and at least listen to the free Florida Man Friday show there, and then peruse a little bit. Okay, enough of that. Let's fucking go with some
Dutch
stories.
Hammer, though, speaking of him, he's now going by the Cannabis Cop.
Hell yeah. That's awesome.
That dude grows some gnarly trees, and so follow Instagram, Cannabis Cop.
Just I have some weed, Cannabis Cop. If you want to shoot me a invite to that green thing, the green hour. Anyways, first up, we're gonna take a trip to a favorite location for the boys. A place so glorious, Wes got a nickname there. Key West, and Key West is where we're heading. Meet 45-year-old James Williams.
Oh, no.
Who decided?
Shit.
Yeah.
Oh.
Look at that.
So
guy.
this guy's got his right eye is just a beat to a pulp.
He fell off a scooter, huh?
Hey, you guys.
Yeah. He's 45 years old and he's ended up looking like that. So you can assume. Meet 45-year-old Port St. Lucie man, James Williams, who decided to take a trip to Ocean's Edge Resort and Marina on Stock Island, Key West, with 3 of his adult friends. Probably not anymore, the friendship thing. You see Williams and his 2 female friends and 1 male friend really tied one night, as people tend to do at Key West. And it was on the way home from whatever bar they were at, heading back to the resort, that things got hairy, leading Williams' face to look like a bear punched him. And on the way home, I don't know if that's it. On the way home, one of the lady friends blacked out completely and passed out. So Williams, being the gentleman that he is, picked up her limp body and threw her in a maintenance wheelbarrow and wheeled her ass around.
Oh my God.
But
what?
Yes. This is not her, but this is
that's
what
staged.
It would
that's a
like.
reenactment. Okay.
Yeah,
cool.
it's a reenactment.
That's a good reenactment you showed us.
That's what it would look like, exactly.
When you see a limp woman's body in a wheelbarrow, it really puts it in perspective.
What I was saying matched with that image. But the thing is, he kept purposely dumping her out of the wheelbarrow as a gag, and then proceeded to pour beer on her head and body several times on the way back to the room. And eventually this did not sit well with the other male friend of Williams, who said, "Hey man, enough is enough. You're really disrespecting her with this 4th and 5th barrel toss and beer pour." And Williams said, "Oh yeah? Well, how about I strangle you?" And he attacked the shit out of that man. And then Williams proceeded to push both women, as the woman got out of the wheelbarrow, to the ground, as an all-out brawl ensued next to the wheelbarrow. And then Williams bit his male friend's ear off in a blind rage.
I know what happened here. I know exactly what happened here.
What?
So this is a move of dominance by this Williams guy. He knew that his friend probably wanted to fuck the girl, and he said, "Look how much she's mine. I'll do whatever the fuck I want to her. I'll pour beer on her. I'll dump her." I mean,
it sounded like he was clearly about to sexually assault her. Yeah.
Everything was Williams's, even that guy's ear.
Yeah.
Maybe he could also be. He could also be a check it out guy. You know, hey, check this out.
He was pouring beer on her head and dumping her on the ground. I mean,
well, that's what you do after you say, check this out, man. Hey, check this out. You know,
I like how the second the guy questioned if he was disrespecting her, he just started strangling him.
Right, because he wanted to beat him up the whole time anyway.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Williams was clearly the aggressor and had human flesh in his mouth when the police arrived, so he went to jail, charged with aggravated battery by strangulation, and 2 additional counts of battery. He's being held on $80,000 bond, so his vacation got pretty pricey. You always expect to pay a little more than you think when you go on vacation, but 80 grand's worth is like, whoa, what did you do? Bite someone's ear off? And he did.
He was like, it was this or college.
Yeah. for his kids, because he's 45.
Oh, yeah, he didn't go, but it's never too late.
That's true. Next up. Second Florida man. Yeah, he could go back. Next up, hopefully he's remote because he's still partying with the college guys.
He's going to bounce back after this stint. In
yeah.
the clink.
He's gonna think about it. He's gonna feel bad.
Community college, here he comes.
I don't get it, man. I was doing my thing, telling people to check it out, doing something hilarious, and
it was hilarious. See, I dump her out of the wheelbarrow. She's defenseless, and then I pour beer on her. Next up, we have 2 of the dumbest and youngest criminals we've covered in a while in Florida, which is impressive. These 2 guys are real morons. A man was golfing behind his home in Charlotte County, Florida, which is in the Port Charlotte, Fort Myers area, and it sounds like he's like lived on a golf course basically. So he was like golfing near his house when he noticed 2 random bicycles parked on the side of his house, and his window screen popped out on the ground. First of all, why are you robbing on a golf course? But so the man went back into his home to see what was going on, probably with the golf club over his head, like around in the corner. Oh, I'll get you. And he saw that his house and room had been like ramshackled, definitely tossed. It was in disarray. The air conditioning unit was even popped out and on the floor. And at this point, he then saw 2 people in hoodies run out the front door. So there were 2 guys in his house that were robbing him. The homeowner and his golf buddy, his partner, chased one of the guys down in their truck on the bicycle, but the suspect, who was also rocking a black duffel bag, escaped. And then when they turned the truck around to go home, they saw the other suspect, who was on a bicycle, going through the back lots. Couldn't get him either, so they then called the cops. Deputies showed up into town and interviewed the neighbors when they arrived, and one of the neighbors said that one of the suspects frantically knocked on their door asking for help, saying that they had been fucking a housewife nearby, and the husband came home and caught them in the act and was trying to kill them. So, the classic, I was banging your neighbor's wife, and your neighbor showed up, and I need you to help me because he's angry. And
how can I help you?
The neighbor said, "No, guy with duffel bag and hoodie. I don't believe you. Get out of here." And he called the cops. At that point, that hoodie guy hopped the fence and fled. And while he was fleeing, he lost a Gucci sandal. Oh, no.
Bro.
Oh, no.
Robbing in sandals?
Yeah, and Gucci sandals.
What hubris.
Yeah.
This guy's he's a flashy individual going around the neighborhood like this.
No matter what you want to do, you will never stop me. You can't when you go robbing Gucci sandals, bro.
And he's robbing in the Gucci sandals, and his default lie is that he's banging the neighbor's wife. Like, that guy's a cocky. He's
dude. Not trying to keep a low profile at all.
No,
at all.
No. So he left, but he lost his Gucci sandal. So then he convinced his buddy to go back and ask the neighbor if he could get his Gucci sandal back. So he sent his buddy back to knock on the door and say, "Hey, yo, my boy that was knocking boots with the wife over there, he left his Gucci sandal. Can I have it?" And instead, the guy said no, and the cops are on their way. And they caught that guy who went back to get his boy's Gucci sandal. And that kid was 16-year-old Davian Lowry, who was arrested for burglary and grand theft. His friend with the one Gucci sandal is still on the run. The teens stole ammunition and electronics and were determined, after interviewing Davian Lowry, to be stealing a lot of guns from the golfer's home, which is not good. Lowry had just moved his punk 16-year-old ass into town. He was suspected of B&Eing in a different county a few towns over. So, troubled kid.
16, yeah.
Not going to fly in the Sunshine State.
Yeah, I get it though.
You better
Because
stay in Polk County.
when you're 16, you think it's a game. You know, you're like, man, that was a $500 sandal.
It also explains the sandals, right?
Right, I can go back and get it because what kind of asshole wears Gucci sandals?
Do you think the Gucci sandals were also stolen from like the Gucci store?
At 16, I mean, you got to think, who can afford Gucci sandals at 16?
Why are they robbing it?
Knockoffs.
Yeah, it could be knockoffs or whatever. But
Well,
why would you go back for knockoffs?
Yeah, well, that guy was probably older and was like, "You're not going to catch a charge.
Right.
You can go back." Have you guys seen that? There's like Pat, maybe you know what the exact title is, but it's like a new jail thing, and it's like right after they get booked, they follow these people through the jail process. And there's one where like these older dudes get booked with this younger guy, and they keep trying to like intimidate him inside the jail to like take the charge because he's like a first time offender, and they're like looking like they're like basically like fucking like threatening his life like through the like glass because they separate them and stuff. This is exactly what this is. You get a young guy in there, have him take the charge. I forget what
although the guys in jail threatening to murder you through the glass are a little harder than the guy with the Gucci sandal.
Yeah,
but you never know. I mean, there could be like a real badass that just
rocking the Gucci sandals.
He's still a kid. He's still using my Frisbee went over your fence logic to his B&E situation. So,
but adding the twist of we're fucking everyone's wife in the neighborhood.
That's weird. I never would have thought of that at 16. That wouldn't like how do you even concept
well, this kid was probably a little bit older. This kid was probably 18 to 20.
The other guy was older, right?
Yes,
for sure.
The guy who lost the sandal was we don't know his age, presumably probably a little bit older.
The kid caught all that's crazy. And that's crazy that can happen, that the kid catches the charges for it. Well, wouldn't they just like hold him and then find
he's
the guy?
same kid, but he's the same kid that did B&E's 2 towns over, the 16-year-old. So like they need to get him off the streets for sure. But they also need to find his friend who has the ammunition and whatever else he stole. Yeah.
That's a mess.
Yeah. What were they going to do with the guns? Not good.
Shoot them. They're gonna shoot
people.
Yeah.
I wanted a gun when I was 16. Bad, bro. I tried to make one.
You don't have to like. I love to shoot. I have never shot a person. Hope I never do. So, but I like to shoot guns. Though, you know what I mean? Like
I like to shoot ropes.
Might just take them out in the field and fire.
I like to shoot ropes. If you know what I mean.
I was shooting something at 16. I'll tell you that. I was busy down at the range.
Target practice the back of a sock. Hey.
Yeah.
You think you'd hit the target every time, but
no,
you don't.
No.
Yeah, you'd be amazed how easy your aim could be thrown off by just a little.
Wait, are we talking guns or
a little variable? Yeah.
All right. TTIM, guys. TikTok International Moment time. Man, what the fuck though? Like I'm so glad that this worked out because we cover international stories, do them in a shorter format, cut them down, put them on TikTok. Oh yeah. Seen a lot of growth there, as we mentioned on the show this week.
Oh yeah, follow TikTok.
Every other day, shout out to intern Jackson for helping with the TikTok, by the way. Yes. Every other day we try to get a video up. We can't because we get banned for bullying.
Hey, but good news, Pat. They just moved Reels to be the exact same thing as TikTok. Literally no difference. So now we're just going to throw them all there, and Instagram doesn't seem to ban us.
I kind of like it. I kind of like being the bad boys of TikTok that are always on one-day bans, but then when we get back, we smash it.
Well, dude, it's such a soft policy. I got stressed, right? Because it's like we're seeing growth there. And I was like, fuck, like it seems to keep happening. Are we going to get booted from this platform? So let me dig into the policy. And the policy was like literally a paragraph, and it was like, "Don't post inappropriate content." It was like there's nothing. It's nothing there. It's not well thought out. There's
because their philosophy is they'll just ban whatever the fuck they don't like
for a period of time. It's just it's suspension school. There's no expulsion. All right, TikTok International Moment. Let's take it over to Tokyo, Japan for an Olympic update. And I want you sports fans specifically to listen up to this because I've got an important announcement. This Tokyo Olympics will be your last chance to see one of the toughest, most grueling, and frankly, wildly entertaining sports displayed on the Olympic stage. Last chance ever, guys. And I am, of course, talking about Olympic speed walking, which will be exiting the Olympic program at 7.5 miles an hour with one foot always touching the ground for the last time. unfortunately.
I was going to ask you, like, you kind of answered it that last sentence. Like, how do they know like a difference between a jog and a speed walk? It seems very gray area, like if someone's cheating or not.
Oh, and there's lots of accused cheating. We're going to get into that in a
Really?
second.
Okay, perfect.
They
Okay,
cheat
perfect.
all the time. You know that?
I don't-
Wes?
It's just I've watched a
look
little
at
bit of speed walking, and it seems like it's cheating. A lot of them.
Yeah. You stay in the middle of the
some
pack.
Of those,
You're
some of
running.
those guys look like they're jogging.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah.
Middle of the pack.
Middle
Yeah.
of the pack.
Move.
They're
Yeah.
jogging in the middle of the pack.
Look at them go.
Oh no.
A lot of people are asking, guys, is the IOC crazy? What could possibly be the reason for removing the single longest event on the Olympic program, with races regularly lasting almost 4 hours? For my money, there's nothing more electric than watching 75 top athletes almost running for the length of an Italian workday. But that's just me. It's just me. Apparently, the IOC feels differently.
It should be called edging. Should be called edging. It's like so close to jogging, but they like get so
Do
excited.
you want to see these top tier athletes never reaching their full potential in front of you?
But they're not top tier athletes. Yeah.
Well,
It's like the pool run when you're at. When
They're
you're
pretty
at
good
a-
athletes.
You're younger.
I mean,
and
but
the
they're not
lifeguard told
top
you not to run.
tier. Yeah.
Whatever.
You're right, Wes. It is the pool. It's the keep. You must shuffle your feet.
Yeah, it's the pool
Yeah.
run.
Here's a better way to put it, Will.
I mean, they're Olympians. Yes, they're Olympians, but they're not like you power walk. You power walk because you can't do other sports.
Let me rephrase it.
These people failed at other things, and then
Let me
they're
rephrase it.
uh-huh.
Do you want to spend your time watching athletics where the athletes aren't showing their full potential?
Yes.
Better? Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, me neither. But look, why are they canceling it? It's a big question. Service level sports critics might think it's because of its chronically extremely low ratings or the insanely confusing penalty system that are delivered via bicycle messenger for some reason. I don't know. Some might say it's one of those two reasons, but they would be wrong, guys. Speed walking is being discontinued because it doesn't jive with the IOC's mission statement of gender equality. See, speed walking is the only Olympic program that has no approximate equivalent for women. And rather than add a women's race to the Paris Olympics in 2024, probably at the behest of the male speedwalkers who don't want people to find out how soft of the sport is, the IOC is instead just discontinuing the sport, saying, ladies, ladies couldn't handle this.
They chose to end the sport rather than include the women.
It's a good call. Yeah,
they're just going to watch the sport sashay into the sunset slowly.
it's not a sport. I mean,
Can you put the video? Can you put the video back up?
Oh hell yeah, I can.
It's a school of humans walking tightly together.
Geese. Yeah.
Oh man, there's no way ladies could handle this.
Hey, ladies could handle it. It's anybody can handle it. That's the problem. That's why they're getting rid of it.
They don't want the women to beat them.
Can I put forward a motion? I'm just thinking this sport's been around since, I don't know, the 32 Olympics. Can we try women's Olympic speed walking this year? No. Are you crazy?
He shuffles up to the podium all fast. Women.
We want to see people die out there?
Look at them. Look at them.
That's
They're all
immense.
cheating. Every single one
They're
of
all
them.
jogging.
The one guy in the red is jogging for sure.
They're all
On the
jogging.
far right, the
Oh,
guy
yeah,
in the
I mean-
far right's just straight running.
Who's
right
watching
in
these
front of the
guys?
ref.
How do you monitor a 4-hour race when they're all cheating? Like, how are you like, there it is?
Right. So the deal is,
I was thinking, so if they deliver the ticket to you on a bike, they like give you they give you a ticket, and at
It's a
the end
red
of the
card,
race,
Will.
you have to hand them in.
You just
And
waddle
how many
off to the
tickets
right.
do you have in your hand?
You just waddle off course.
there's been
That's how many penalty seconds.
there's been reports. I think it was at the Rio Olympics. The man that won the 50 kilometer was a Mexican gentleman, and he was on the phone with the president of Mexico, getting congratulated when he found out that he did not win the race because he was DQ'd for running. But they can't communicate that to them during the race, and it's a sport like running. You can't cheat at running unless you take drugs.
No, you can't.
Right. This is you risk cheating every stride, which is lifting both feet up off the ground.
How many people?
Dumb sport.
How many people have gotten divorced because they told their wives they were going to get into speed walking, like competitively?
Wives.
Yeah. Well, part.
In all
Women just
seriousness,
leave these men.
I know we're
Robots,
busting on these boys.
sex dolls.
It is truly considered to be one of the hardest Olympic sports. I don't believe it, but a lot of people say it. Like a lot of experts say that.
Experts.
Yeah, people that can't do the
paid
other
by
sports.
the fucking speed walkers.
People that can speed walk. People that can speed walk but can't triple jump or long jump say it's impossible. People
How
that
do you
can't play
land
basketball or wrestle or fence. People that can't swim say that speed walking is very difficult.
Unless it's an injury, like you just pick it. All right, next. Okay, next story, guys. Let's take it to Turkey. Who I don't know if you remember earlier in the year we covered. Recently rolled back their protections of women because they took umbrage with the fact that protecting someone based on their gender would allow for homosexuals to be protected potentially. So they said, ladies, no rights. A Turkish social media influencer is claiming that she's being prosecuted in her progressive home country of Turkey for posting a photo of the mega haul of sex toys she picked up on a trip to Amsterdam where she visited the sex museum. Yeah. The 23-year-old, she's claiming, the 23-year-old claims that she posted the photo of the various vibrators last January after she returned home from her birthday trip to the Netherlands.
As you would. I mean, the Netherlands is a sexually charged place.
100%.
Amsterdam, specifically.
Not only the sex museum, but there's sex shops everywhere.
Yeah.
Right.
So, I mean, you're going to be super horny when you're in Amsterdam on a vacation, or like when you're like, just fresh back. So
not as horny as the authorities in Turkey will, because she posted the photo in January, and a few months later, when the posts finally downloaded on Turkish internet, authorities showed up and arrested her, charging her with the crime of sharing obscene content. Yeah, and a spokesperson for the Turkish police gave a statement about the arrest, saying, "We're glad we got to her before she had a chance to use them."
Thank God.
I smell inspected each one.
You did not get to them
clean. Yeah. If being arrested for posting what the model referred to as a joke wasn't upsetting enough, she was randomly arrested 2 more times for the same crime in the following months before she was finally given a court date. So really thoroughly
Did they find more sex pictures or toys?
I think we know.
I mean, like,
you take a look at this lady, you might have a pretty good idea why.
They're working.
Why they were.
She's working.
They're just harassing her. I mean, they just want to get
do they know where she is right now? Is she missing?
Oh no, she's set to face a judge in Turkey in the coming.
She's in jail, or at home at least.
That's
I
the
don't know
safest place she can be.
I don't know.
She's set to face a shirtless male judge. That's how they do it in Turkey. Just some barrel chested judge. This is ridiculous.
It's a formality to grease the judge's chest.
Yeah.
That girl.
Did you grease? She all grease for the honorable judge. She's set to face the judge in the coming months in a trial where I'm willing to bet that the sex toys at the heart of this crime will be submitted into evidence and play a key role in the proceedings.
Yeah.
Right, so these are them, huh? How might you use them?
What would you do with them?
Show us the crime that we stopped just for us. That's gonna do it for TikTok International Moment.
Isn't Turkey the same country that puts women when they're on their periods in the she sheds?
No, that's not Turkey, but
no, that's like Mongolia, I think.
Oh,
certain Muslim countries.
It would be so funny to see just a mustached Turkish man holding up the dildo in like a Ziploc.
When they bleed, they are unclean. Everyone
yeah.
knows that.
You got to get them out of the house.
We got to follow up on the trial, Pat.
That's part of the reason that we know about this story is she was very afraid to testify. She said, obviously, because she's, court there is just a formality before jail. And she's trying to get some press.
The Turkish judge is the current arm wrestling champion. That's how you become judge.
Top judge. Chief Justice.
She's gonna get sentenced to have to give tours at the Sexual Repression Museum in Turkey.
There you go.
Nepal is where they have the she sheds.
Okay. Thank you.
Nepal.
Good stuff, Pat. All right. Well,
it's time. It's that time of the week. It's the end of the week. time for voicemails and reviews. But before we dive into voicemails and reviews, let's talk about the shorts I'm wearing right now. The only shorts I recommend for all hashtag Fatboy Summer and hot tub related activities. Bird Dogs. Bird Dogs are shorts with a built-in silky soft inner liner that makes underwear obsolete. It's the most comfortable and versatile short out there, period. You could go golfing, spearfishing, strip club, pool party, casino, hot tub, jacuzzi, all in the same day and never have to change besides popping the top on or off. Just
I wore them on the boat the other day, just in the lake, out of the lake, in the car,
dancing them
back home. Yeah.
And they're appropriate for every situation. They look great. Okay. They're not just like some trash looking swim trunk. No, it's a great looking short, period. And it's appropriate for any situation. Did Bird Dogs do it again, or did Bird Dogs do it again? Go to birddogs.com, enter promo code FACTOR, and they'll throw in a free Bird Dogs whistle ball. You remember the Nerf Vortex Howler footballs with the whistle when you throw them? Amazing. You saw Pat and PFT tossing them on the beach earlier this summer.
We played 500. We played 500 last weekend in the ocean with the Vortex, with the whistle ball. It was amazing.
One of the best 500 tools out there, the Howler football.
The best 500 tool out there, yeah.
Yeah. Well, it's that, but Bird Dogs threw their logo on it. Genius. That's birddogs.com, promo code FACTOR, and boom, a free Bird Dogs whistle ball with your pair of Bird Dogs. You will not take these things off. I haven't. I promise you. So get in there. It's really worth it. Great shorts. Okay, it's time for voicemails. So first voicemail up, and I'm going to try to not fuck this up. I'm going to try to share it the good way so we hear it good. So you guys just chat amongst yourselves for just a second here while I queue up Austin in Ohio. All right.
Pat was playing 500 like chess, baby. He was in the back row. He was doing the what's it called? Price is Right rules.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm. $1 over.
Who won?
Everyone got a couple. Pat got a couple. I got one.
Oh, it was good. It was a good round.
We did like 10 rounds of 500.
Yeah. Oh, that's good.
Let's say the boys. Will
the boys?
All right, let's hear it.
Hey boys, it's Austin from Ohio. Pat, it's a damn koozie. I don't know what the hell you're talking about. We don't talk like this out in Ohio. We're not Canadian, man. I don't know what you're doing up in the mud of Toledo. I don't know who the hell told you it was a cozy. Yeah, man. Get your facts straight. Have a great fucking day.
All right. That's an Eastern Ohio accent. I could spot that from a fucking mile away. I'm talking about Central Ohio. So, and I didn't talk like a Canadian. They say, Piat, hey Piat. Oh, it's Piat's here. That's what they say.
Piat.
Trust me.
Piat.
It's Glass City, baby. Toledo.
Grab a cozy, Piat.
They say so. They sound that different from Austin and Toledo.
Oh, from East Ohio, Austin. Yeah, man.
Okay.
How big is the state?
Yeah, I mean, like
Ohio, battleground state, big state, bro.
It's
Square.
big. It's big. But
yeah. Okay. All right.
Middle.
What do you want from me?
sized.
So, I
not
hung
that
out with
big.
one guy up there who called it cozy. What do you want? I'm sorry. I got it. I got it. Okay.
I think
got a
the
lot
guy
of
you hung out with was from somewhere.
Understood.
Central Ohio.
You know what I was theorizing?
Canada,
Actually,
yeah.
this actually set off a big discussion on the Discord. And what I was theorizing was that Pat just met like somebody who knows this from like it's like a family thing. That family says cozy, you know, and
Could
they're
be.
from Toledo.
Where we're from, they don't even have these things or address them. We I didn't hear the fucking word koozie or cozy till I was like 21 years old. Okay, so just thank your lucky stars that you got
Yeah,
beer.
I feel like you heard
warmers or
koozie
coolers.
like when you were in
Nah.
at least
Yeah,
high
yeah.
school.
Oh,
Mhm. All right, I could be wrong.
All right, next one.
Hey boys, just wanted to call and clear a couple things up. This is Remington from Indiana, not suck a tit or smoke a tit.
Remington, not suck a tit.
Just wanted to say first off, definitely not a troll, although I wish I could say it was. Just poor phone quality and
This is the guy in the
poor
truck.
car mic.
Oh yeah.
So I wanted to apologize for that, and then
Good
give you my
quality
real
this time.
name, and also say I
Very
understand
good.
why you guys had to put Florida Man Friday behind the paywall. Like, I get all that you guys are doing. I really do appreciate everything that you do for us here in the Hardo Hive. I also want to say thank you for that bone that you did throw me. That's all I really wanted. I know that you guys have a lot on your plate, but you know, just an extra
Damn right,
maybe
Remington.
minute and a half, 2 minutes to the show and just throwing one Florida man story at the end of every Friday or something before voicemails or whatever.
2 today.
But yeah, just wanted to clear those things up. Appreciate y'all. HAGFD.
HAGFD Remington, thank you for calling back and clearing things up, dude. What a day for Remington. There's a free fucking show.
Remington.
Remington's got us wrapped around his fucking finger.
Wow. Yeah.
Well, mad respect.
Everything's coming up Remington.
Yeah,
this show goes out.
What else you want us to do?
Well, the name Remington is somehow more sexual than the name Second Tit. And
Big time sexual.
Yeah, that's a badass name.
He was recording that in a closet full of coats with the highest possible quality iPhone that he could find. Telling everyone to quiet down outside. It was bro.
It was good.
Recorded that on a landline.
Remington with a major comeback. All right, next one.
What's up, my boys? This is Jay from California. I'm just saying appreciation post for you guys. You guys are the fucking bomb. Literally. Yo, I just want to also give out a shout out to Pat. You know, Pat, dude, they give you a lot of shit and they give you a lot of crap sometimes for all the different callers. But though I totally understand that. I respect it. I kind of want to throw it back to that segment about Tucker Carlson getting approached. I just want to say Tucker Carlson is a piece of crap in my book. I hate that guy personally. I think, a lot of the problems stem from there, you know, especially when they say Fox News is entertainment. But I just want to say is that he's a piece of crap. He's made my life hell working as an epidemiologist out here, I just want to say is that, man, it has been fucking hard, having to plan vaccine sites and having to work in testing and anything like that, man. It has been a pain in the ass. I have a lot of family who have been affected because they've listened to Tucker Carlson instead of going out there to get a shot or instead of getting tested. So I just want to say, fuck Tucker Carlson. You can put that down in my book. But other than that, bro, much appreciation. Been listening to you guys' podcast for about 2 months now. Fucking love it. Love your IG. Keep it real, boys, and have a great fucking weekend.
Nice.
All right. So Pat, there you got somebody backing you up on the fuck Tucker train.
An epidemiologist.
Yeah, I was gonna say, you think he's really an epidemiologist?
Yeah, bro. You hear how smart he sounded? Hear all the smart things he was saying?
So Jay,
they're like they study patterns and stuff in diseases. I think.
He's savant, I'd say from the tone.
Jay definitely works in the medical field. It sounds like Jay called back in Cali. He called back to tell me that I need to get behind the vax passports already that are inbound everywhere, which I respectfully will not. But at least we can all agree. He also said that Andrew Cuomo sucks. So
I mean
that's some common ground for sure.
Epidemiologists make $100,000 a year. That's the median.
Yeah,
it's a median.
Vax passes, though, I don't think I'm going to be the last holdout there forever. So we'll have.
You have a vaccine. Just let it go.
You may have other people who hold out on that. Carl in Destin, Florida. Your mic went insane, but I believe you were asking Pat what the hell is wrong with him since he now has liked both cuties and tinysexdolls.com.
Look, okay.
Oh man! He got you with the tiny sex dolls.
Sounds like he went to tinysexdolls.com. Sounds like I got him.
He saw the picture.
Carl was so mad. He was like screaming into his phone, but he was like in the wind, like leaving his office. So
Carl's driving to Pat at 100 miles an hour.
Look, I'm not saying I never said I like cuties. Okay, I'm not popping cuties on after a hard day, you know, to chill out. I'm saying it's a piece of art, respect it, and I didn't code.
There you go again, saying that phrase.
Is Carl the guy that threatened Wes last week?
By the way, tinysexdolls.com.
I'm gonna end you.
I'm gonna end you good.
I'm gonna end you good.
Except for the one.
I called the FBI on that guy. Don't worry.
Except for the one problematic sex doll I pulled up, the majority of them were adults, just really small, just miniature, which I think is cute.
Yeah, so. Yeah, it's a gross sight. Don't go to it.
It's gonna be real awkward when I break it to my co-host that I've been getting paid by tinysexdolls.com.
We should be at this point.
There's just a doll that behind Pat one day,
slap Pat,
wearing a little hard factor hat.
Pat, did you get a new car?
Code Pat Cassidy is
TinySexSales.com.
You get a higher percentage the younger the doll looks. Oh.
These stalls are tiny, smaller than functional.
Okay, all right.
It's not what.
Thanks, Carl.
Carl, Destin. Shout out Destin. I love that city. All right, so Austin and Cincinnati. He left us a drunk voicemail, and then he called back the next day. He didn't remember what he left. He was worried it was way too mean. But Austin, I can actually guarantee you that it wasn't. So I'm going to play at least a little bit of it because I actually found it to be delightful. So.
Hey, this is Austin from Cincinnati. I'm a nurse, and I hear you guys try to pronounce shit all the time, and it bugs the shit out of me sometimes. But I wanted to let you know from like a billion episodes ago, it is pronounced Guillain-Barré syndrome. What Johnson & Johnson was giving you, like 0.1% of. Please get the vaccine. But it's Guillain-Barré.
No, it's not. It's Guillain-Barré. I'm almost positive.
Yeah, see, that's a southwestern Ohio accent right there. I'll tell you that. Saw that coming from a mile away.
Wait, so you're telling me that Austin didn't want me to play it because he pronounced it wrong? He did remember it. He pronounced it wrong.
I'm almost positive it's Guillain-Barré.
He went on to ramble a little bit, but
put it in the Google pronunciation.
He honestly, Austin, if you don't remember that at all, you really hold it together really good.
Yeah, I got party.
It wasn't bad for the rest of the voicemail, really, and obviously
it says
you heard that.
Bar. That's fine. It's definitely bar.
He's a nurse. Let's go with Austin. Let's give it to Austin here.
Yeah. Well, he said
let's go with drunk, but doesn't sound like it, Austin.
Right.
He's a pro.
Yeah, definitely really. A pro. He can hold his boots. Wes, he also said you could call him if you have any questions about medical pronunciation. So
okay, cool.
Just
I appreciate the attempt.
Look, I do think that I just want to say it. Part of the charm is that we're never going to be good at pronunciations. It's just you have to get on board and laugh at it.
It's folksy. That's the way I like to think of it.
Yeah.
Right.
My favorite of the week was well, how did you say Yakima, Washington?
Yakima.
It's my dog, Yakima.
Like Zima.
Yeah. Yakima. You should see the TikTok comments because it's always pronouncing like international cities and stuff.
Yakima,
and they're like,
Washington.
these idiots. Oh, Pat got ripped for saying the Ukraine. The Ukrainians did not like that. It's just Ukraine, Pat.
Hey, but shout out Romania. Yeah. They like the video about South Korea.
I've heard it referred to as the Ukraine.
No, apparently that's been banished because.
Oh wait, Romania actually commented with the whoa face because they had the Dracula, right?
The official Romania TikTok commented on it. That was cool.
That's amazing. Okay. Next one.
Hey, what's up, guys? It's Adam. I've been listening a decent amount of time. Called, I think, like twice, but I think you guys talked about the baby, and if not, I gotta say something about it. It's fucking absurd that they're trying to cancel this fucking guy, this rapper, right, who has an opinion on shit that he's allowed to have an opinion on. And what the craziest fucking thing is, these famous concert venues and these shows had Eminem on their stage for years. And I love Eminem, and I'm not saying cancel Eminem. What I'm saying is, it's fucking madness. He had the same sauce, if not worse sauce, but yet we're going to cancel this dude. It's all bullshit. People that have been the exact same way for all the fucking time have been just as mean, just as nasty, and everyone wants to be fucking soft and fucking pussies, and it's stupid. Like, come on, man. Whatever, dude. Have a great fucking day.
All right. Adam, Mark, maybe talk about that while I pull up. Adam wasn't done, actually, so I'm going to pull up his next one.
So, yeah, I mean, obviously, you're talking to four guys that are, I don't know, pretty edgy historically. We've towed a line, and we don't like cancel culture, but there are a few words that are just offensive. You change with the times. Eminem's apologized profusely for saying the F word a bunch of times. He doesn't say it anymore. It's a little bit different. The R word, the F word, the N word. There's a few words that just you can't say, and times change. DaBaby's apology was worse than him saying it at the concert. The guy is a homophobe. He doesn't like gay people. And he should be canceled in terms of like not getting bookings for a little while because he is saying nasty shit about gay people. So that's all I have to say about it. You can't use
what he said on stage. What he said on stage was bad. I thought it was funny how horrible his apology was. Yeah.
Everyone makes mistakes, but he has clearly an opinion on gay people that is fucked up.
I think
based
his
on his apology the next day. Yeah.
Yeah, and his apology made so much of a fucking like
that's why he got canceled. It was his apology, not what he said at the fucking concert.
I gotta back that up. He's the it's not exclusively DaBaby that is the issue. The DaBaby is a symptom of a certain attitude in the hip hop community and there was a overreaction to just DaBaby's situation because of pent up stuff towards that attitude towards homosexuality in hip hop.
It's time to stop using the F word, period.
Well, Adam had more thoughts. He's done with cancel culture. Here he is.
Yeah, cancel culture sucks.
He's back. He's got more.
Listen, this is Adam again. It's 6 a.m. in Connecticut. I'm walking my dog. I should be happy and relaxed. But I cannot get over this fucking cancel culture bullshit. It's fucking madness. Yeah, don't discriminate, right? That's fucked up. You can't do that. But if you want to like somebody, if you want to fucking hate somebody, if you want to fucking not like somebody because of the fucking generals they put in their fucking mouth, that's your goddamn right.
Adam.
And I'm not like that. If you fuck what you do.
You sound like you're like it, Adam.
I don't act like that. But the fact of the matter is, if you want to be an asshole, you're allowed to be a fucking asshole. Like,
I think Adam agrees with DaBaby.
Jesus Christ.
Adam's just fed up with the cancel culture.
I think the underlying issue is that Adam agrees with what DaBaby's saying.
I think Adam's sick of the cancel culture. He's had enough. I love it.
Adam's right. I mean, I think in some respects, and he's wrong in some respects, in my opinion. But look, true cancel culture is McCarthyism in the 1950s in America, right? Like cancel culture
people on lists and
in
whatnot.
some respects, guys being like, "Hey, fuck cancel culture," is like one person says something that offends someone else who has power, who has the same rights that the person who said the fucked up thing has, and they use their power to punish that other person, right? As long as it's happening person to person, business to business, it sucks in a lot of respects. It's overreactionary. But it ain't the government coming in and say, "Did you go to a communist meeting? I'm gonna throw your ass in jail or blacklist you, ruin your career."
No one's arresting DaBaby. Lollapalooza's just kicking him off the tour because he's the idiot. You know.
That's what I was saying. I thought it was funny how bad his apology was because he was obviously going to lose all those deals. Like the apology was so fucking horrible that anybody who did that, like at the time, it makes sense that they would have lost things like in the moment that they had.
It's
going
2021. It's time to stop with the gay hate. Enough.
DaBaby will be back. He
will be back. He will be back. It was different than the Morgan Wallen because that happened like right before he was about to release an album, and this happened while DaBaby was like touring and stuff. So like it like canceled everything that was current.
Hey, Will, I got to tell you, me and my management, we got together and we did like a calculation and we figured it out. I'm real sorry, by the way. We figured it out like roughly the amount of more money we made after I dropped the N-word on TMZ, and we've decided that it's $200,000. We're making a donation somewhere. Where are we making it? We're making a donation somewhere to black people. So
is he doing that? I hope he is, Pat.
Yeah, it was fucking 12 million more he made.
We're taking $200 bills,
$200K off, and the blacks are going to get it. We're going to give it to them
out of a helicopter.
I just use it with my buds sometimes.
Like them chase it.
Fire it out of the cannon.
That's what I call them N-words when they're being N-words. Can you blame? You've been there. What?
Yeah. Cancel culture sucks, but you can also absolutely talk shit about people that say stupid shit. Yeah.
What a fucking
DaBaby and Morgan Wallen are jackasses. They're assholes.
Wallen is they're both.
But Adam, I think is just there are a lot of cancel culture things that happen that are absolutely ridiculous. This one was warranted, but a lot of it is the pent up aggression because some of it is just total bullshit. And
Adam's comment at 6 a.m. about what people's genitals go in what people's genitals mouths leads me to believe that Adam is not on the side of the gays and doesn't have many gay friends and doesn't.
He would have said, if you want to suck a cock in an alley, I don't give a shit. If he was,
I like to think Adam had like I hope he like smokes 100s or something, or he had some kind of like a novelty.
You're too worked up at 6 a.m. over this issue, Adam.
If you're a gay dude at a DaBaby concert, there's a better chance you're going to get your ass kicked in the parking lot than a non-gay dude at a DaBaby concert. So what DaBaby's doing is just perpetuating and like increasing those odds even more for gay dudes at a DaBaby concert.
It's just stupid.
It was dumb. Extremely dumb.
Yeah, but I mean, it's fun to talk about.
Sure is.
I love it. Thank you for the call, Adam. That was a hell of a call.
Great
All right. Call. Just do more voicemails, fellas.
Sounds like DaBaby needs to grow up, maybe become a infant. At least.
The adolescent.
He's grow up a bit.
The toddler. All right, here we go. Next one.
Hey boys, it is Joe from California checking in on a beautiful Wednesday night here in California. First thing, I was after work. I was heading to the Ralph's real quick, local grocery store. As I walk in, I see this one dude, all white guy, chest and body completely tatted out, blasted, no shirt, just wearing a jacket. My first look, I was like, this guy kind of looks familiar. I look next to him, smoke show of a lady, kind of looked, like low-key, got the mask and the hoodie. But that big-ass dude next to them just walking behind him. So I immediately thought, oh, shit, it's MGK and Megan Fox. I immediately thought of you guys because, he talked about it. Poor Brian Austin Green, man. Poor man.
Poor guy.
Anyways, back to the question at hand. Since I'm from California, we do a good amount of driving because our public transportation in most areas is absolute dog shit. I want to know, you guys have any road rage incidents or stories you want to talk to? Personally here, I cannot stand the dickheads who drive on the shoulder of the road.
Road rage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wes, you got one, right?
Yeah, I got one. So back when my son was just born and we did that reality show, the dad camp. And so we were going to we were driving to this, it was a reunion in Ohio and my sister was with me. It was my sister.
South, Central, East, West Ohio.
No, it was just like suburbs of fucking Ohio. I have no idea. We'll call it Eastern if you want. But
Central.
But so we were in this minivan. We were in a minivan and I was pulling out of a gas station. Like my son's mom was with us too. I was pulling out of like a gas station to make a left, and this dude in this like fucking truck was coming the other way, and I could see that he kind of like sped up when I pulled out in front of him. So I kind of like mouthed like "fuck you, motherfucker!" Like I had like a baby in the car. I was like, this piece of shit, and he saw me mouth off to him, I guess. So at the next stoplight, he pulls up next to me, and he's like fucking telling me to roll down the window, and he's yelling at me. And he's like, "You got a fucking problem, motherfucker!" And like I got this like my baby in the back. I got my like son's mom in the back. My sister's there. The guy wanted to kill me, so I'm just like, rolled up the window. I might have even called the cops because he was started following us for a little while too, because I was just like got out of it.
He followed you.
He did a Yui to come after me, went out of his way to come up next to me because he was so mad. I've never seen any more mad in their life. Yeah,
that's a good one.
I'm a notoriously aggressive driver. I'm not a shoulder of the road drive around you driver, so don't worry, Joe. I'm not doing that. But I'm more of the guy who's causing other people to have road rage. So I get flicked off a lot. Like recently there was a kid who like leaned out the entire side of his car to flick me off. Because I was like trying to move along, motherfucker. He was going slow as fuck. Like he was going way too slow. I'm just like, chop. This kid's like, gets upset. He's like, whatever. But I'm a pushy driver.
I don't do the road rage.
There's a part of me, a mode in me, that's really insane, and I don't mean like from a violence perspective. I mean from like kind of like just letting all the stakes go.
You like to get crazy?
Yeah, I will get crazy with you. So I mean, I'll do something like slow it down to 5 miles an hour if you're tailgating me on the highway. Stuff like that.
Wow. Yeah, slow down people in front of you. That's a vindictive move.
I don't want to get violent with you, so I will freak you out if you're pissing me off, and I will ruin your day, or I'll make you think about, because a lot of dicks don't know they're being dicks until you put the mirror in front of their face.
I could relate with you a little bit on that, Bat. When I was younger, like in high school, I would put like custom notes on people's cars who parked like real assholes.
Yeah.
Oh man. Yeah. One time was pulling into community college for a year. Sorry. Yeah, it's okay. Nothing to be ashamed about. Late for class, about to turn into the spot. Last spot. Some dude, I had my blinker on. Blinker. Here we go. My Volvo 240 station wagon. Dude in a truck, big old truck, purposely, like knows what he's doing. Whips around me, takes the wide angle, comes around me and takes the spot. Ooh. And kind of gives me a smile, like, sorry, I need to be here faster than you do. Kind of thing.
I hate that. The smirk, when somebody steals your spot and then smirks you, That's the worst.
And he did on purpose. Like he made an insane move around me, and I was like,
"You ever
all
do
right.
the thing where you pretend to go into like someone's waiting, and you pretend like you're gonna steal their spot?"
Oh, I'll juke them all the time.
Of course.
Like, yeah, it's amazing.
Just kidding.
yeah. Gotcha, because they get real mad, but then they usually laugh when you're
in
like,
college.
"Ah,
In college, I used to take my keys out because the parking was horrible going to class, and I would pretend like my car was right there, and then I'd be like, "Nah, no, not my car. I'm nowhere near here." I'd fuck with people.
Burned him.
College, yeah.
Anyway, I didn't address the issue that day. I waited about a week and a half, and I found his car, and I broke his passenger side window.
Oh shit!
You're like MacGruber.
Jesus Christ!
I'm a lot like I don't know if it's a good thing or bad thing, but I'm a lot like MacGruber in that respect.
You are like a lot of MacGruber. No, I
have a list.
I try to kill people with kindness. My wife is more like the road rage, and she gets it and she gives it to people. I like to try to brighten strangers' days with a smile and a joke, and that's how I roll.
I'll fake swerve at you too.
Car to car though? How do you?
Well, you just ignore it in the car. I just ignore it. But like,
You're just waving to everybody.
Pat was saying, Pat's saying people don't know they're being a dick until you tell them they're a dick. I have the exact opposite philosophy, and I tell my wife that because she has the same philosophy as Pat. And I said, you're not going to make them not be a dick. So I go with the other angle, and I try to brighten their day a little bit, and then calm them down potentially with the exact opposite approach. So
okay, crazy wins the day. Just saying.
Yeah, Mark, you don't like driving though. You're not.
Yeah, I mean, I like to drive fast. Like we've been renting cars on trips, and I'm hitting the 90s all the time. I just think it's a chore.
In the 90s, like all the time,
throwing
the cruise control on.
Yeah, it's not like I get anxious driving, not so much so ever. I get tired, and I just don't like doing it. I'm just like, why am I not where I want to be? I got how long to go? An hour and a half? That sucks. That's how I feel about driving.
I've driven so much. I did get road anxiety at one point, but then that went away, and now I just love it again. I've driven lifetime miles though.
I love driving's fun. We enjoyed our drives. We drove all the way across the Jersey Shore and back, and Florida. We drove all around. It was fun.
You gotta get out there on the road. All right. Next one. Last one.
What's up, fellas? This is Nick from Maryland. I've been meaning to call in for a while now, but finally made it happen after I ran into Mark and Pat in Jersey this past weekend. Definitely made my family vacation one for the books. Wes and Will, maybe I'll catch you at the shore next summer.
Yeah.
Also got a question for you guys. So on their way out, Mark tried to set me up with a girl. Unfortunately, the only reason she gave me the time of day was because her boyfriend was a huge fan of PFT. But stemming from that, what's your guys' worst strikeout at the bar? Or
sorry, Nick.
To you guys, fellas. Thanks again for a great weekend. Have a great fucking weekend. This one. See ya.
I did force that on him, didn't I?
That's awesome. Way to go, Mark.
I tried.
Hey, good. I mean, good shot, guys. Shoot or shoot, right?
I didn't know she had a boyfriend. She was
shoot
just
or shoot.
She was just loitering by us.
Shoot.
I guess her boyfriend was staring at PFT. I don't know.
Yeah, I would say that's that. So I worked at a bar a lot in college, and I would say that, like, in general, everything for me would fall apart in the waning hours of the night. Like, so many falling through the cracks from like 1:30 a.m. to like 3 a.m. And then it's just like I mean, I couldn't tell you how many times I struck out or got turned down. Like, I don't know, hundreds probably. Like in the time.
Does it count at 1 a.m.?
Yeah, like I don't know. I mean, it's just, but like that.
Really, would be, did you really put forth an effort, or were you like grunting, like
right? Everything's like just falls apart. So.
You got to make a decision whether or not you're going to keep having fun, or you're actually going to try to go for this.
Well, and then you get. My problem is I would get too drunk as well.
Right, that's the problem.
Historically speaking, most of the time I would let them come to me because of my fear of rejection. So I have a few, but not like dozens or like. I've put myself out there like maybe 6 times where it was a risk, and you know like 2 or 3 of them crashed and burned badly, but.
Yeah, I would say the most damaging to myself would not be times where I struck out at the bar, but times where I like got friend zoned real hard or something like that. Mm-hmm. That would be much more devastating, I'd say, historically for me.
Let's just be friends all semester.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Bar ones, it's just like it's like it's like you flip a coin.
Yeah,
flip a coin. Is it going to happen?
That's
or not,
why Nick went for it, because it was just like, who cares? He's never going to see her again, anyways. Like,
there was a really hot chick that worked for me, or worked in the same office building I did on Capitol Hill at the production company, and she was clearly out of my league. But I felt like I was getting vibes from her while we worked together, and she invited me to her party, and I showed up there, and I got like really nervous, and her boyfriend, her like jacked up boyfriend, ended up being there, and I took the stinkiest shit in the bathroom in the middle of the party. And like I walk out and they're like, oh, people are like, oh dude, like all these in shape people are like, oh dude, and I was like, it wasn't me, and I just like fucking got out of there. I didn't mean to do it. I just had to go.
Dude, it was a nervous shit.
It was a nervous shit.
It was a nervous shit.
Yeah. It was a nervous, disappointed shit.
You nerve shit.
That's a stinky shit.
Yeah,
man.
it was bad. Yeah.
So your body just had to get it out.
Right on the main floor. Yeah. Yeah, that was a bad one.
That's awesome.
You nerve shit.
I had no chance.
Yeah, I mean, I've had a few. There was this one waitress when we very first moved to Austin that I thought she was vibing at me at the bar. We used to always get kicked out of they had the 32-ounce beers, and I went there for lunch with one of our buddies who moved a long time ago, and I like asked her out at the lunch because I thought I had it, and she was like, "Oh, like I have a boyfriend," and then our friend wrote like fuck you cunt on the receipt, and I was like, you can't leave that, so I had to grab it and crumple it up into a ball, and I was like,
Jesus. Is that Thomas?
No, it was the other T. Long time ago.
Got any falling on your face stories, PCAS?
More than I'd like to recount.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. It's a tough.
All right. Well,
we're better for it.
Thank you for the voicemails. Yes, better for it for sure. I had one more picture here, because we found out this week that you could leave us a review not just on Apple Podcasts, but also you could leave us a review on, I think, Audible. So Wex, shout out Wex. He found out how to leave us 5-star reviews on Audible.
Beautiful.
And he gave us a 5 stars in all 3 areas: overall, performance, and story.
Oh wow!
And he says it's a free flowing, relatively balanced and important stories and topics discussed in a usually lighthearted manner. A beer chugging Nevada right winger, a loud Hollywood NJ lib, a dude with 5 cats, and a part-time photographer give you the facts with plenty of jokes to go along with it. Okay, boys, now time for the Hive part of the review. Great job staying sober, Wes. Keep it up. Let's rock Fat Boy Summer / Hot Bro Summer. Interesting. Hot Bro Summer.
Wex. What's Hot Bro Summer?
I'm not in on it. Will gives great score updates. I'll have to go back to him. Congrats on the new daycare beef. Pool boy Patrick. Pat should have to read some Ronald Reagan one-liners. Have a great fucking day. Mm-hmm. From Wex.
Thanks, Wex.
Thanks, Wex.
You gotta send us your next, whatever you do, whenever you call a sport. If you get like a big home run, you gotta send that in to us. All right. We have like 25 reviews. So the good news is that
speed round.
Yeah, we blew past 4,000 reviews, 4,000 5-star reviews on Apple Podcasts. Thank you for everybody, all 20 plus you that left them this week. So a lot of people you'll notice think they were left the 4,000th. So you all did. All of you who left one this week left the 4,000th. Thank you very much.
That's when they showed up, when they all thought they could be the special 4,000th.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Pretty much.
When there was something in it for them, not just to help the show and the Hive.
Well, I mean, they're still helping. They're
I
helping
know.
the show.
I'm kidding. I love them.
You know what would really help is patreon.com/hardfactor. Check out that free show.
Shout out.
Check it out.
Shout out.
All right. Like Mark said, speed round. Here we go. First one from Rhino350 says, good pod. I've listened to this pod for the last couple of years and love it. However, don't read episode notes. Just like a Floridian refusing to wear a mask, the spell checker is taking a stand against doing what's right.
Yeah, I feel that the descriptions have usually 3 to 5 misspellings.
Great joke though. Really succinct way to put it.
I like it. taking a stand against doing what's right. I like it.
All right, Rhino. Well, like we say, 80% accuracy. So that
Right.
applies to spelling too.
80% of the words are spelled correctly for sure.
80% accurate 100% of the time. Okay, Nikki, 5 stars. This show slaps. Gotta get the boys to 4K. You did it, Nikki. S. This show is awesome. It's very informative and hilarious. Show slaps. 5 out of 5. Would listen again.
Hell
Thank
yeah.
you.
Thank you.
Nikki CS. My bad. Next one. Frothy Rothy, 5 stars. The Duke of Froth approves. Hello, Hardo Hive. I've been listening to you boys at least 3 years, and I'm finally getting around to this. Sorry for the delay. Watch out! Watch out. Frothy Rothy. Nice. Here we go. 5 stars from Monkey Butt Powder.
Yeah.
4,000 stars is the name of the review. Love cheating on the news with you guys. Great way to start the day. Keep it up, boys. Thank you, Monkey Butt Powder. Appreciate it. Attaboy 1963, 5 stars, says HAGFD. Great show. Only the only news the wife allows me to cheat with.
Hell yeah.
Yes. Attaboy.
Play the soundbite.
Yeah.
Play the soundbite.
I'll get it.
Yeah, I mean, there's
Factor. Cheat on the news.
Yeah.
There it is. All right. Next one.
Did we ask you to say try not to come?
Oh yeah.
Try not to come, or just.
Oh,
try
we're gonna
not to
get.
come.
We're gonna get a lot more. Pat.
Dude, we should get her to say this game. Yeah, this game
will make you come.
This game make you come in 40 seconds or less. Yeah.
Try not to come.
Oh man, let's make sure we get everything in the can before we ask her.
Right.
That's the last request.
Yeah.
Next one. Next one from Star Billy. Get your morning started. Found hard factor from seeing Pat on Barstool content and was immediately disgusted that I saw he knocked up Kate, who is hilarious. Now I think Pat is handsome, and I'm glad I found hard factor. Will, Mark, Wes, and Pat have become a keystone of my mornings.
Nice.
I watch y'all on YouTube every morning before work while I drink coffee and cry over crypto. Hear you, Star Billy. But it's coming back. Love you, boys. Keep it up. Bonus dog.
Bonus dog.
Hell yeah.
Star Billy. What man?
That was awesome.
Next one. Electric Factory Josh, 5 stars, 4,000th review. You did it, Josh. The first word in hard-hitting Big J journalism. The show has everything you could want, wish, or desire in a news outlet. Although Pat is a wild communist, I seem to like his takes the best. But I do truly love the rest of the guys, Mark, Will, and Wes. I am an accountant, so I have plenty of time in the cube to rip through different pods, and Hard Factor is the only daily listen I have. I wouldn't want it any other way. HAGFD boys. Hashtag Fatboy Summer. Hashtag Bonus Dog.
Let's
Thank
go
you,
bonus
Josh.
dog. I need to get some bonus dogs going.
You do. You gotta have a pack of bonus dogs ready for 5-star reviews now.
That's my bad. That's what I mean.
Every time. All right, 5 stars from Abigail. 4K all day. This is Chuck the Beefy here on my lady's phone. Really hope this is the 4,000th review. It was, Chuck. Thank you. Also, Pat, don't follow her on Instagram. Love you guys. HAGFD.
I hope it's not Abigail's M.
Next one. 5 stars from J Lockwood 711. Is this number 4,000? Yes, it was, J Lockwood. Send it in. Love you guys.
Yes.
And they want send in the car, so somebody could cue that up. I'll read the next one.
That's gotta be closest to it.
Send in the car.
There you go.
Nice. Way to go. Nailed it. All right. Next one. 5 stars. Mate C14. I bought an iPhone to hit the 4K. Wow.
Yes.
That's dedication. The best news show. Been listening to these boys since the beginning. Listen every day during my morning commute. Love you guys and congrats on the 4K. Keep it up. HAGFD. Hell yeah. Mate C14.
HAGFD to you.
Also, congrats on the iPhone. It makes things easier when you're texting with iPhone people. Not to say that it's like a vastly better phone. It's just it'll make things easier for you.
Not to say it's a monopoly.
Right, pretty much it kind of is.
Yeah.
Okay. Next up, 5 stars, Maverick Tomahawk. Love the show. Love the show. Could write a longer review, but I'm in class and should be paying attention. HAGFD.
Hell yeah.
Get that
Thank you for
degree,
the review.
Maverick.
Yeah.
Yes, and thank you for the review. 5 stars, Nathan Ruddock says, this show is GNN. This is what Ron Burgundy would have wanted out of the news. World-class talent.
Oh, hell yeah.
Good news network. Great news network.
Hell yeah.
GNN.
Was GNN what they were trying to do at the end of Anchorman?
Yeah. Or
it's Global News Network, right?
Oh. Yeah. Prestige worldwide.
That's why he shares the title of pop culture guy on this podcast.
Right.
That's why he's co-lead pop culture guy.
Right back at you. Right back at you.
Nice. We got 2 people trying to be Brian Fantana.
broke the 3rd chair of the year over here.
You broke a chair? Oh, no.
3rd one of the year.
No one wants to be Brick, huh? Is that the problem? Yeah.
Right. No one wants to be Brick. No.
It is the group. No thanks.
Yeah.
Next up, 5 stars from Steve Bro Chill. Elite, absolutely amazing place to get the news on a daily basis. Bunch of dudes sitting at a bar having a real conversation about the world of news and give hope to America that folks are having bipartisan conversations about real issues. Keep it up.
Oh, wow. What an amazing review. That's perfect.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Thank
I mean, a lot of these, like you could just, the Heart Ohio,
they've all been great.
Incredible.
They've all been
You know what?
Incredible.
Thank you. Yeah.
Incredible. Thank you.
Might tweet that one though.
Thank you. Yeah, I mean, we should
tweet a bunch of them.
Hell of a review, Steve. 5 stars from DBrad131 HAGFD. Keep up the good work, boys. Been here since the beginning and not going anywhere. Nice. Neither are we, D-Brad.
Hell yeah.
We'll be here with you every day. Next one, 5 stars from Nayland11. Hashtag 4000. You're welcome.
Thank
so
you,
you
Nayland.
did it.
You're the one,
did
Nayland.
it, Nayland.
Thank you, Nayland.
That's classic. Nayland's been listening forever. He's like, oh,
Nayland
maybe
is
I
coming
will
through.
help.
Yeah.
Versus like Chuck the Beef, he's getting on like his grandmother's phone, his wife's phone.
Nayland knew.
Buying phones.
Nayland's a timing guy. He's a momentum guy.
I like Nayland 11. He's great.
He's just
or she. It could be great too.
Yes. Nayland of no description. 5 stars. Joe Matha 93.
No, Joe Mother.
Joe Mother 90. Oh yeah, good point. Joe Mother 93. Let's get hard. Discovered this pod after hearing PFT talk about it and have loved it since. Stay hard, boys. Let's keep it going.
Hell yeah, let's get hard.
Thanks,
you,
Joe Matha.
Joe Matha. Joe Matha.
Really appreciate it, Joe Matha. All right, next one from Wolfpack 42289. One of my favorite podcasts. Been listening since the start. I joined the Pop the Clutch Discord group back in January and competed in the Fatathon weight loss 3rd place.
Hell
Nice
yeah.
work, Wolfpack. I enjoy the different views of the hosts. I may not agree with everyone, but would enjoy to meet them. Reminds me of a group of my friends. Hashtag Hard Ohio, hashtag HAGFD. And
that's what I'm talking about.
That's what I'm talking about. Wolfpack, and that's what the Discord we were getting at earlier. We were like, it's not a cult. It's definitely not. It's a group of friends. All right,
Not a cult.
It's people having a good time together. The Fatathon was run through the Discord. That's just people supporting each other, like in weight loss. People playing video games, people talking shit, sharing memes. It's really fun.
We just got a comment that popped up on the Woha video. How do you say it? Well, what's
Chow.
Chow video.
Chow.
And it's a user with just straight Chinese characters. It's like, that's so vulgar. What an ignorant Chinese. Yeah. What I'm saying is getting international reach is pissing the Chinese people off. They're mad at their Wohas.
Yeah.
I love getting international reach and pissing off the international people.
They're
It's my
mad 'cause
favorite. It's my favorite thing to do.
She's making her countrymen look, I guess, trashy is what the vibe is.
American, yeah.
They need it. Yeah, they need.
I saw, but there was a lot of international people on that one that were saying that we're wrong and Wo Chow can mean other things.
They were no. That's just
Yeah.
people saying she's not saying it.
Right.
She's saying I fuck.
She's definitely saying I fuck.
I fuck you.
Yeah,
all right.
I fuck you.
I fuck. All right, next one from Oakland Giant. 5 stars. Great pod. Been listening since episode 1. First podcast I listen to every day. Good way to kind of learn about what's going on in the world and laugh along the way.
There it is.
There you go.
JGFD.
Another great one.
Yeah. boom,
Day
that
one, episode
sums it
1
up.
listener. That's awesome.
Day 1, baby. Day 1. Day one fam. Day one squad. Day one pod. 5 stars. Atla Tigres says, these guys funk. Thanks. Thank you, Atla Tigres.
The Tigres in my section. I'll tell you that much.
Do you like funk?
I'm just bringing him in my. He's in my section. He's one of my section. One of my section boys.
Shout out to the section. All right, here we go. 5 stars from Wildland Walker. Okay, best daily news pod hands down. Keep it up, boys. Wildland Fire Repeller here, listening from the road. The pod keeps me and the crew's morale high whenever we get to listen. Wouldn't have my news any other way. HAGFD. That might be the one you might want to throw on.
Wildland Walker.
Another good one. Mm-hmm.
Stay safe.
The Wildfire Crews.
Yeah.
Shout out to you.
Shout out.
Yeah, Wildland Walker. DM me. Would like to do something nice for you guys.
Yeah. No, for sure. Shoot the. I want to go do something with the people.
I also want to go fight fires. Yeah, if you'll have
right by you. Yeah, nice. Yeah, sure. I could drive, Pat could fly in. We could, come.
The repelling aspect, I don't know how sturdy the harnesses are.
There might be a weight limit on the helicopters.
Yeah, you guys are a liability.
No, we're not going to be allowed to like do what he does. They're badasses. We could go and
hand them waters.
I can handle smoke.
We could though hold a hose or do something like that.
Mm-hmm.
So
we all know you can hold a hose.
Oh, got him. Better not be in the parking lot.
Yeah, exactly.
It's
6 a.m. and I'm smoking my cigarette. I just don't get why he can't make fun of those F words.
What I was trying to say is my gay fans are classier than that.
It's just he's right.
It's his rightness.
Take it easy, Adam.
All right, next up. 5 stars from State Football. Gnarly listener for years. Plus, these guys can really move and shake. 2 questions. Why is it called Hard Factor? And why Macho Man intro? Good questions. So
outfit change.
It's called Hard Factor because that's what we think a news show where that's the most ridiculous news show name you could have.
Hardball and O'Reilly Factor mixed together. It was two news words.
Yeah, yeah. Buzzwords. News, buzzwords. And then why is it the Macho Man? Well, at the beginning of the show, we were actually
I have a question. Why not?
Well, the Macho Man's the
Macho
best.
Man. Yeah.
R.I.P. Macho Man. But also we had these wrestling avatars. You can actually go to Pat's Twitter header. Is it still that, Pat?
Are you still Razor Ramon?
Yeah,
it's still that. Yeah, Pat's still got the original wrestling.
I was a huge Razor Ramon fan growing up.
I was.
Yeah.
That was a learning process. Yeah.
Yeah. So
was I the Undertaker? Well, Wes.
Yeah, I had the Macho Man.
You were the Macho Man. Well, Wes was the $1 Million Man. What were we thinking with that?
I hated that from the
We
beginning.
were thinking that 2 of us were like, well, we can't show our faces ever, so we got to get a creative opportunity.
That's
solution.
That's why.
Yeah. At first, Mark and I were working in the corporate world, thinking that we need
out of that
obscure identity.
Out of that came the intro.
There you go. I think it was more like we all kind of agreed that like Macho Man was our collective spirit animal.
Well, no, actually, what happened? So I started wearing a Macho Man shirt out to public events about a year before the podcast started, and everywhere I went
privately before that.
I wore it to parties and stuff, like
beer festival,
beer garden festival, whatnot. The pools in Nevada, and people just have an electric response to the Macho Man. Anytime you wear a Macho Man shirt out and people are having fun, you get people yelling, "Oh yeah!" all the time. People just have a good time. So we kind of knew the Macho Man was going to get the people going.
Not so much with Razor Ramon or the Undertaker. It's mainly the Macho Man shirt.
Mm-hmm. And right, and the Money for Nothing also something that moves the needle with everybody every time. So,
that song fucks.
Basically, just all fell into place. All right. Next one. 5 stars. Eric D. Cap. Best intro and podcasting. Intro
there we go.
And song is that's what we were just talking about.
There it is.
Eric knows. That's why he left the 4,000 5-star review. Next one. 5 stars from Taylor Kenyon 2. This is the last one, fellas. HAGFD. New patron Taylor K on my girlfriend's phone to leave review number 2. It got us to 4,000. Taylor, thank you.
What's her at?
These guys rule. If you're not a patron yet, what are you waiting for? Florida Man Fridays plus free half pack with Wes. Wow, t-shirt. If you got, wait, Pat.
I think.
Pat, are you going to make this guy wants a half pack with Wes t-shirt? Plus,
well, I just finished. I was having a design issue, but I broke through it this afternoon.
Nice.
Oh.
I solved the problem I was having.
There you go, Taylor. It's coming.
Oh, yeah.
It'll be up by maybe tomorrow, if not Monday at the latest.
Plus, and this is the most important part of what he says, saying thank you to the 4 fatties who brighten up your day for free 5 days a week equals well worth it. So join patreon.com/hardfactor to thank us for brightening your day, which we love to do. Because that's going to do it for Hard Factor. And really, thank you so much for listening. The experience of sharing our work with you guys and learning about our audience has literally been the coolest experience in my life, aside from like marriage and making a kid. So thank you for sure. And don't forget, the new Cheat on the News shirt is dropping next Monday. Hard Factor is interviewing Tom Toomey, congressional candidate. That's dropping tomorrow. Saturday.
Half pack with Wes today.
Half pack with Wes today.
Yeah,
the Patreon.
Finish this shirt. Fuck. All right. Yeah.
Patreon videos. Stab Nelson is out there already. Portland protest de-escalation seminar. Pat attended as Stab Nelson. You want to check that out. Half pack with Wes, like we said, coming out today. Hard Factor detectors. Hopefully by next weekend at the latest. That's all at patreon.com.
Wait till you find out what Wes and I found.
Oh man, that's exciting.
And don't forget, today is free Florida Man Friday over there. So go to patreon.com/hardfactor and just check out the site. If nothing else, you get the free Florida Man Friday today, the extended one.
No other podcast is doing all that.
Look at all that. It's content coming out of our ears. Get the Green Room app on Spotify to join our new live shows. Follow at Hard Factor News on IG, Twitter, TikTok, YouTube, and Facebook. But most importantly, have a great fucking day and weekend.